Donna with Donna's Things. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for taking the time to come and see what's going on this side of the camera. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you are returning, you know my heart. I appreciate your time also. Happy holidays to everyone. I don't, however you have celebrated, I hope that you have been enjoying time with family and friends, all the different gatherings that people have, especially those eating ones. There is nothing better than gathering at the table with family and friends, sharing a meal, laughing and talking, and whatever it is that you do while you're doing that. That is something to be valued. That is definitely treasured memories when we sit around doing that. So I myself have been enjoying the time off, with family and friends. I have been aching to sew, but I told myself not to do a lot of sewing. I did a little bit, but not to do a lot of sewing, just enjoy the time, and that's what I have been doing. But I did have two outfits that I wanted to finish up before the 2024 came in. I had a coat jacket, and then I had a pair of pants and a top that I wanted to finish up. So I did finish up the pants and the top, and I'm going to show you that now. This is a make that I really enjoy sewing. It's two pieces. The main piece are the pants, but I did make a top, so I'll get started. It's New Look 6620. New Look 6620. Here are the line drawings. So it is a top, like a wrap top. I didn't make the ties because of the way the pants are made. I didn't want the ties to interfere or take away from the style of the pants. But it is a wrap top, and as you can see, you can wear the open wrap part in the front, or of course you can wear the front that way and the wrap top is in the back. And so I've made this a long time ago. I wore the wrap in the front, but in this particular garment, I think I'm going to try wearing it in the back. So here it is here. And this is, I've shown you this fabric in one of my fabric hauls, but this is a knit that has this sparkly gold and silver chevron pattern. So you see like the scoop neckline, and it had a facing, but I just rolled mine under. This fabric is so cooperative. I had no problems at all. You can see the 3/4 sleeve. Now I cut it a little shorter than what it was. I cut it so it would be more cropped because I didn't want to tuck it in. Of course, you can't tuck it in. I didn't want it to just drop real long over the pants. And then this is the back. So here's that wrap, and what I did was where it wrapped this way, I just sewed it into the seam. And then of course the other part of the wrap that's on the inside, this part, I sewed into the seam because like I said, I didn't want to put those buckles in it. But it's a really, really nice top. I'm planning to wear this as the back. My bra strap just makes it as far as not being seen, so I think that'll be okay. And then on another occasion, or at least in the pictures, I'll let this be the front. But when I do that, I do have a ready to wear gold, like a silver gold shimmery tank top that I'll be able to put right under it, so that it's like this. Well, not quite like this, but it'll be tucked in here, and I'll be able to, it's always so messy when I'm doing this, I'm sorry. Anyway, you get the idea. It'll look like that when I have it on. But the beauty of this particular make is Erica Bunker's pants the KnowMe 2043. And here are the line drawings for the pants in case you haven't seen them. I think it's a pretty popular pattern. Now, I made those pants before, but I made them out of a black sateen. They came out really nice, but very, very casual. And when I saw how casual they were, even though the sateen was a nice fabric, it still gave a casual look. So I didn't put any fancy buttons on them or anything like that. But this right here is like a crepe gabardine. It has a little stretch, not enough to, just enough to hug you nicely, but not enough to call a stretch. I used a navy. It's like a crepe gabardine, and this is what it looks like here. And I am here for this look right here. So it does have pockets here. It has the pockets that are on the outside put on a slant, as you can see. So she had the facing to come down and then slant over. So here are the pockets. These button plackets are awesome. But before we get into that, in order to get the placket, we had to put a seam, which is what she did on the pattern. There's a seam going down the front leg that, you know, allows you to form this placket here. And of course, it's the same on the other side. The back has these darts. The pattern does have welt pockets. I don't do back pockets, so of course I don't have any. And then this is just a regular seam. A regular pant leg piece. There's no seam down the middle. Now, the first pair of pants that I made, the leg was quite flare, and I didn't want it to be that flare again. So I did taper it an inch on the inseam and an inch on the outer seam, so that it would just take away a little bit of the flare. But let's talk about this placket. So as you can see, let me see if I can, these are real buttonholes. I didn't do the faux. I was going to get lazy and try to do that, but I decided not to do that. But as you can see, and see that seam, it was one piece coming up, and so your seam had to stop, and then you put your facing on so that you could make your buttonholes. And of course, it's the same on this side. I'm sorry, I want you to see the whole thing. So it actually drops like that. Of course, you know we always finish off our seams so that it's nice and neat. So the waistband was connected to just this piece, was your front waistband. And then you had one piece that went around from here, around the back, and of course back over to here. If you look closely, you can see the button I used. It's a shank button, the style shank, because of the way it hooks on. It doesn't have the holes. It has that round part, the shank, under there. But these are the buttons, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Very easy to put on. So it looks nice, and if you got a little midriff there, you know, you'll soon see that you don't want to make it snug, because you want it to just fall really, really nice. But this is a pair of pants that I can appreciate. The same pattern to make the black cotton sateen pair, and then the dressier fabric, and they look like, you know, they do two totally different things. And in the store, this is where the gabardines are, but this is a beautiful fabric, and I have it in navy, I have it in teal, navy and teal. I bought another color. Lord, I forgot the color. But anyway, and I'm glad I did, because this is gorgeous. You can see that there's a teeny, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a teeny stretch to it. but it's not, if you had to make something out of a stretch fabric, it wouldn't be this. This is just enough that gives you that nice fit around the hips, you know, the front area. But this is what they look like. KnowMe 2043. When I made the black pair, I did make the top that goes with it. That's a bodysuit. I did make that, but this one I thought required a little bit more. I don't normally, well, I don't go a lot of places, so I'm not exactly sure, but this is it. This is what the back will look like, and this is what the front will look like, and it will hang probably just drape right over that first button, but then you'll be able to see the 3 buttons. This is one classy pair of pants. So I'm not sure where I'm going to wear it, and when you see it in my pictures, you will see my gold shimmery shoes. So I'm like, with my husband, I'm like, come on, you got to get on the ball. All these nice clothes that I got here, and I'm not going anywhere to wear them. But those are the 2 pieces I wanted to show you. I got one more to get finished. It's my coat jacket. I was finished, thought I was finished, and then I caught a mistake that probably could have been left alone, but I had to take something apart, and then I was like, why did you take it apart? And I just put it to the side. I wanted the navy to be the last piece. However, one more piece to show you for 2023. We'll be rolling on over into 2024, and let's just see what is in store for us next year. I'm just going to finish celebrating these holidays. I hope you will be doing the same. If you like the content that you saw here, hit that like button, share my channel. Of course, subscribing is, you know, something that I would like for you to do. I do see that many people are watching, many people have subscribed, and it does my heart really, really good. So I'm glad about that. But even if you just scroll through and say, hey, let me see what they're doing over at Donna's Things, I appreciate that just as much. But I do ask that you ring that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I got a few things planned for 2024. We'll see how that's going to go, but I first got to finish what I have in 2023, and then I am going fabric shopping. That is how I'm going to start off my sewing part of my life, with a nice fabric haul. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Continue and be safe. Have a, I can't get it right. My tongue, I get twisted all the time. Have a safe, happy New Year.